welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do the puffy heart resin mold. What you're going to do is get your puffy heart mold and your beads that you're going to put inside. Today we're going to spell the word lover and put it on the keychain. So you put the beads into your mold. You get your resin and you use the manufacturer's instructions for mixing. And so you put your gloves on to prep and get all your items together, and then you mix your resin. Once you've mixed your resin, you pour it into the puffy heart mold. And you're going to put in those lever beads upside down and backwards. So once that cures the next day, give it 24 hours and it'll cure. This is what you'll have. And so at this point, you're going to remix your resin again, because we're going to do the color that we want on the back of to show through the puffy heart. And what we're going to do now is add in any of the colors and pigments and glitters that we would like to add to make the piece unique. So I'm just mixing the resin right now to make sure it's mixed properly. Of course, you want to mix it for 2 minutes or whatever the manufacturer says, and this is what you'll have. So I'm going to add some casting craft pigment, which is going to just make it opaque. I think I just got it, and so I wanted to see what it was like. So I'm putting in my pigment, and then I also have some Pearl X powders that I added, and that's the yellow. I'm just going for like a yellow and pink theme here. It may have came out better without the pigment, the white pigment that we added, but I liked it anyway. So we're just going to mix this all up together, and then we're going to add any of the findings that we want, whether it's confetti or glitter. You want to evenly distribute it so that you get a nice even coat when you pour it. I'm just adding some yellow heart glitter, some pink beads, and then I'm going to add some beautiful pink glitter, and then finally we're going to add we're going to add some nail art glitter. I think it was purple or pink that I added in there. And And then we also have some of my favorite glitter. Well, I'm going to add it after we stir it up and mix it all in together. So my final glitter is the confetti glitter, which is my favorite because it pops through very nicely. So we just add that in and we mix it up. Gotta seal it up and put that away, of course. So we're just going to mix it up and then we're going to pour it into our mold. And this is the color that the puffy heart is going to reflect on the opposite side when you pull it out. So this is what the color of your charm is going to be. So fill up the mold, shake any of the air bubbles out. You can heat it with a lighter if you like. It doesn't require it at this point because we're going to dome the back. You come back in 24 hours and you pop it out of the mold. You can clean up the edges with some scissors or a nail file to just, get some of that excess resin off. Or not, you can leave it at this point. It's up to you. So I went ahead and I mixed more resin again, and we're going to add the white pigment to go ahead and dome the back of the charm. So we just add a little pigment in there, mix it up. It'll give us our soft white color, which I really love doming the back of the molds this way. To me, it's nicer, it's softer, and it just makes a nice creamy white. And what you want to do is just drizzle it on. You want to drizzle it on because you don't want to pour on too much because it has its own surface tension. And what will happen is if you put on too much and the tension breaks, your resin will fall over the side of the piece and then it'll mess up the front of the piece. And you don't want that. So what you want to do in this situation, a little at a time is what's best. Less is more, I'd like to say. You just take your time and you put it on softly and you drag it out to the edges to make sure it gets to all the edges. And you just take your time and you just be gentle with it and be patient. Because this is going to give you a nice, full covered, puffy looking back once you finish. And just take your time and slowly get those edges. And once you're done with that, you can take your lighter and pop any bubbles you may have, and then you want to take your cover and cover the piece again. So in the morning, this is what your piece looks like, which I love the way it came out. It's soft, it's pretty. Even with the white pigment powder, I think it came out nicely. So at this point, I'm just going to take my hand drill or any kind of drill. You may have a Dremel or anything like that you want to use to put your hole in it, because we're going to add the eye hook at this point. So I just push through the push drill and, create my hole. Clean that up. I'm going to add some glue onto the eye hook to make sure we get a nice, secure, tight fit. Occasionally I have made the holes a little bigger than the eyepiece. Of course, at this point, that doesn't happen to me anymore, but you want to be careful with that. So you put some Loctite glue on there and it should be good to go. So you don't need much with that glue because it's very strong. And so you're just going to take it and you're going to put it into the hole that you drilled with your hand drill or your Dremel or whatever it is you used, and twist it in. And you twist it until you can no longer twist it with your fingers anymore. And then you can pull out your needle nose plier and tighten up, any parts of it that you couldn't get with your fingers. But be careful with this part, because I have broken eye screws off, and at this point, if you break it off, basically your charm is no more good. And so what we're going to do at this point is add the findings onto it. So when you take your needle nose pliers and you open up the eye screw, you're going to twist it to the side. Don't pull it open outward. You're going to just twist it to the side. And then you're going to add your finding, and you just go ahead and you swing it back and you close that finding. Remember, twisting. And then I just gave it another twist or two to make sure it was down in there tightly. And there you go. You have your keychain, you have your purse charm. It looks beautiful on the back. I love the creamy white color. Use it as a keychain. You can use it as a purse charm and put it on the zipper pull like I'm doing right now. It's very cute. It's very trendy. You can make it with beads or without beads. The choice is yours. I have one that doesn't have any beads in it. I carry it on my book bag, and it's just beautiful. So you can see right here, I put it on as a zipper charm, and it's just a cute little accessory to have. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Thank you. Bye.